Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Cafe Chat. I'm Emily.
And I'm Lisa. Happy Saturday, June 13th.
Saturday morning, the good kind of slow.
Honestly, yes. I made coffee instead of running out the door, and I am here for that.
Same. And today's theme actually fits a slow Saturday.
What is it?
The power beside you.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Tell me more.
Every story today is about someone who is not at the front, but is next to it.
The sidekick energy.
Sometimes the one beside you ends up being the loudest part.
Okay, I am in.
And today's keyword is right there in the theme. It is alongside, spelled ALONGSIDE. It means right next to, walking with, alongside. Oh, that is the whole show today. But first, if you are new, welcome in. Hit subscribe so you can join us every morning with your coffee. 3 news stories, 1 easy chat, 10 minutes. That's the whole show. Today's menu. Topic 1. The new Supergirl movie opens in 2 weeks, and the conversation is actually about her co-star. Oh, who is the co-star? Jason Momoa.
Wait, Jason Momoa is in Supergirl?
He is, and that's the whole topic. Okay, I have to hear that. Topic 2, Microsoft just introduced a new AI assistant that sits beside you all day. All day sitting beside you? That feels intense. A little. We'll get into it. Okay. And topic 3, 2 Sherpa climbers on Everest both broke their own world records on the exact same day.
Wait, the same day?
Yeah, about 40 minutes apart at the top. I am sitting up. Grab your coffee, here we go. Let's do it. So Supergirl opens in 2 weeks. June 26th. 2 weeks. Okay, perfect Saturday news. Milly Alcock is starring as Supergirl. Oh, I know who that is. That one. And the cast conversation has been all about her co-star. Okay, who is it? Jason Momoa.
Wait, really? In a Supergirl movie?
As a character called Lobo.
Lobo? Like the actual comic Lobo?
That one. The intergalactic bounty hunter.
Okay, so he is not the hero. He's the wild card next to the hero.
Exactly. Beside her, not above her.
I love that.
And here's the cute part. Jason Momoa has said publicly that this is a dream come true.
Aww.
Because Lobo is the comic he was collecting as a kid.
Oh, that's the best version of casting news.
It really is. He's been waiting for this his whole life. So they didn't just give him a role, they gave him his role. True. And there's a bigger picture, too. This is the second movie in the new DC universe. The James Gunn one. Right. The first one came out last summer. And that did pretty well, right? Over 600 million worldwide. Okay, so this one has to hold the line. Has to. Or actually grow it. A lot of pressure on a movie where the loudest casting is the co-star. That's the interesting part. Sometimes the co-star is the move. Beside her is still the headline. Okay, switching gears. Microsoft introduced something new this month.
What is it?
A personal AI assistant called Scout.
Scout. Okay, the name is friendly.
That is on purpose. The idea is it sits beside you all day.
Always on? Like, all the time?
Yep. While you are working, Scout is in the background.
That feels intense.
A little, but the design idea is helpful, not loud. Okay, walk me through it. It's built into Microsoft 365. So inside all your work apps. Right, it can read your emails, your chats, your calendar. Of course it can. And it learns the context. Microsoft calls it Work IQ.
Work IQ. So the longer it watches you work, the better it gets at your work?
Exactly that. And here's the interesting tech detail.
Yes.
It's built on top of an open source project called OpenClaw.
open source, so anyone can see how it works.
Right, fully open. And in 3 months, it's hit 180,000 stars.
3 months? That's wild.
That's huge for an open source thing.
So the community is already there.
Exactly. Now, Microsoft is bringing it inside the office.
And what did the CEO say about it?
He called it a new operating system for work.
Whoa, that's a big phrase.
It is. The shift he's pointing at is AI used to wait to be called.
Right?
Now, it's just there, beside you, the whole time.
Okay, that's a real shift. I get it.
Okay, last story, and it lands the theme perfectly. Take me there. About 4 weeks ago, on May 17th, 2 Sherpa climbers on Everest both broke their own world records. Wait, both?
On the same day?
Yes, 40 minutes apart at the summit. That is a movie scene. First up, Lakpa Sherpa, 53 years old. She got to the top at 9:30 in the morning. Wow, early start. That was her 11th summit of Everest, a new world record. 11th, the most by any woman ever. Exactly. And then, about 40 minutes later, Kami Rita. Okay, another legend. 55 years old. He reached the top at 10:12 in the morning, his 32nd summit. Wait, 32? 3-2? Correct. The record for any human, period. Okay, that is just unreal. And he said this might be his last season. So 32 could be the final number. It really could. That number might just stop there. That is a lot to carry. But here's the part I cannot stop thinking about. Our climber, when she's not on the mountain, yes, she works at a Whole Foods as a dishwasher. Wait, as a dishwasher? That's the wild part, while holding the women's world record on Everest. She works a regular job while doing this. All of it at once.
Okay, that's a story I'm going to tell people today.
Same. And one more piece. This spring, Nepal handed out a record number of permits. How many? Almost 500 from 55 countries. All of them up there at the same time, and these 2 are at the very top of that. Right there, while supporting everyone else's climb, too. Being beside is its own kind of starring role. Okay, what a Saturday. A new Supergirl movie where the co-star is the headline, a new AI assistant that lives beside you all day, and 2 Sherpa climbers who broke their own records on the same morning.
Beside is its own kind of starring role. That was today.
Okay, that is the whole episode in one line. I love it.
Steal it freely.
So, time for the daily question. Which one of the 3 made you sit up the most?
Saturday question. Easy energy.
Option A, Jason Momoa playing the comic book character he grew up loving.
Mm-hmm.
Option B, Microsoft Scout sitting beside you all day.
Mm-hmm.
Or option C, 2 Sherpa climbers breaking their own records on the same morning.
A, B, or C? Honestly, all good.
What is your pick?
A, the Jason Momoa one.
I figured.
That moment of someone getting to do the thing they grew up loving, that gets me every time.
I get it. There is something pure about it.
What about you?
C, the Sherpas.
Of course it's the Sherpas.
The dishwasher line. I cannot let it go.
That's a respectful answer.
I try.
B is interesting too. I'll need a few weeks to decide how I feel about an AI in the background.
A few weeks is fair.
Listeners, drop your A, B, or C in the comments. We always read them.
We do.
And the keyword comes full circle.
Alongside, the word from the top, right next to walking with.
Alongside. Such a soft word.
It really is. And if you enjoyed this, hit subscribe.
We'll be back tomorrow with 3 more stories and a fresh coffee.
Until then, notice who's right alongside you. That's usually the best part.
Aw, good one. Bye.